Linval man burning out his fuse out here alone. Dun, 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 dun. Minnesota Fine Vikings are a team with some aging veteran stars and a salary cap situation heading into 2020, even though hashtag cap is a myth. Could long-time stud nose tackle defensive lineman Linval Joseph be caught up as a cap casualty? It wouldn't be insane. I'd be pretty mad about it, though. But let's look at some facts. So Linval is still Linval, but he hasn't been Linval in a few years. I mean, injuries and father time have started to pile up on good old number 98. I mean, this year he had an overall PFF grade. He had an overall PFF grade of 90.4 back in 2017, back in the day. But then that fell off to 73.7 last year, and then also he turned in a career Vikings low of 69.5, which is not nice in 2019. And then you couple that with he had the lowest run defense grade of his Vikings career at 66.3. You can just tell that Linval, even though he's still good, he's not the Linval of old, of 2017 or 2015. So that's the hashtag analytics. Then the eyeball test has just been the same. Like, Linval is not the Linval that we're used to. He's still good, don't get me wrong, but still way above average for your 4.3 average 4.3 NFL nose tackle. But also, I mean, the Vikings were 22nd in the NFL in rushing average between the tackles this season, for a reason, where Linval is still great. He still sucks up bodies, except he's just not able to sometimes get off those blocks and not able to get the penetration that he got back in the day. And he's simply just a two-down player now. So now you go to Linval's contract. He's in the middle of a 4-year, $50.35 million extension that he signed before the 2017 season. And again, credit to Linval. Linval, when he came over from the Giants, signed a relatively team-friendly deal. And then also he inked up with years remaining on a second deal that was also below market rate. So Linval has been a team player this entire time, which is why it kind of feels like if the Vikings end up doing him dirty this offseason, it feels a little bit wrong, but that's the business. It is what it is. In 2020, he's slated to have a $12.8875 million cap hit, but with only $2.4 million dead. Now, with a lot of these Spielman-Brzezinski contracts, you're going to have guaranteed money up front. You're going to have a big dead cap number for 1 year, and that's going to fall off. You saw it with Everson. You saw it with Rudy. You see it with Harrison. You see it with pretty much all the contracts. And with Linval, it's no different, because last year, in 2019, his dead cap figure was $12.6 million last year, and then now it drops down more than $10.2 million. So this offseason is a potential out for the Vikings, and that's a decision that they're going to have to make this year. So the obvious solution is a restructure, potentially take a pay cut, lower that salary cap number, etc., a la what happened with Everson last offseason. Now, is Linval still awesome? Yes, but is he $11.15 million base salary and one of the highest paid 4.3 nose tackles in the game awesome? That's a harder sell, even for the most fervent Linval fans. And with Linval, he's 32. He's starting to show clear signs of aging the past 3 years. So maybe the best compromise and a way for him to get a little bit more guaranteed money up front is that restructure, where bringing his base salary down from 11.15 down to, say, 6, 7, 8 in that ballpark. But the bulk of that is guaranteed on the front end for the next 2 years, something that he doesn't currently have. So Linval, even though it's a smaller figure, he gets some guaranteed money, and likely more than the open market would bring if he hit free agency. And he gets to stay here in Minnesota, where he's had a great success here in the Zimmer scheme. And also the Vikings free up a couple million in cap space to be able to breathe and maneuver in 2020. So it does seem like a win-win-win all the way around. And hopefully that's the avenue that they go down, because I would prefer the restructure, keeping Linval at a smaller number as opposed to straight up cutting Linval, even though that would free up $11.25 million in cap space just like that. I think Linval, he still has a little something left, even though he's not peak Linval anymore. And frankly, the Vikings defensive tackle room, I still have a lot of questions where is Shamar Stephen going to be that replacement? What about Jaleel Johnson? Could Armon Watts finally get the time of day? I don't know. But even though he's not peak Linval, he still would be hard to replace, and I would prefer to have him restructured and back with the Vikings in 2020. But your thoughts, Linval, gold 98. Thoughts on him restructuring, being cut, and being brought back? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the channel, hit that join button down below. Find out how you can become a monthly or platinum Jerome player, as well as toss a little something in the Venmo. Let's give us a follow on social media as well. But until next time, Skull, production value.